Here we have a customer that mailed over a gigabyte 3090 video card that he said does not power on. Let's read what the customer wrote. Referral source, Grok. Description: I connected the GPU to the wrong PSU cables, used the CPU port rather than VGA. PSU went into default mode, GPU never turned on. The PSU was EVGA Supernova 830 or 850 G3 on a BioStar TB360 BTCD Plus motherboard. Tested a few days later with correct PCIe cable on the same end riser. RGB and fans powered on. A few days later, after plugging it into a new motherboard with a new PSU, card refused to power on, even with the riser attached. A new PSU is Corsair 1000 watts and was verified to be supplying 12 volts. So the customer plugged in the CPU cable instead of the PCIe cable. Two different cables. I do not know how the customer was able to fit the CPU cable on the video card, knowing that the cable physical dimensions are different than PCIe. You cannot fit that cable in unless you force it. So 100% the customer forced the cable. And anytime you force a cable, you have to know that you are doing something wrong. PCIe cables have 12 volts on the top row, whereas the CPU cable have the 12 volts on the bottom row. It doesn't work. It's gonna fry the card. It's gonna kill the card. This card, based on what I read, there's about a 1.5% chance that we may be able to fix this card, unless we are lucky. A 12 volt short circuit is severe and can damage the card in a split second. Let's start with the input. We have 12 volts on the PCIe connector down here, and we have 12 volts on the top. So if we measure 12 volts down here, and we are reading OL, so something is blown. This guy is blown 100%. Yeah, so the fuse here, the 12 volts on the PCIe connector is blown. No short circuit, but it's blown. Right now I'm reading in diode mode 2.2 voltage drop, and on the bottom I'm reading OL. This fuse is gone. No reading here. If we check 3.3 volts, we have 1.7 voltage drop, no short circuit, and no OL. So right off the bat, we have an issue here. This fuse did its job. What about here? If we measure here, no short circuit. Oh, the fuse is blown, because on one side we are reading actually OL. We are reading OL here, and we are reading 0.1 here. So that fuse is blown. Good job. The fuse did its job. What about this one? So we have a reading here. Diode mode, the number is going up. We are at 2.6 voltage drop. And here, we also have the same reading. This fuse is not blown. So one fuse blew and the other one did not blow. I do not know how many connectors the customer connected. Maybe he only connected one PCIe 8-pin cable and did not use both, or maybe he connected both. Who knows? But we have one blown fuse here, one of the two, and we have one blown fuse on the bottom. Now, the most important rail to measure is 1.8 volts, and this will determine if we have a dead core or not have a dead core. Resistance reading should be around 230 ohms. Let's go to resistance mode. And we're going to measure here. Oh, we have 5 ohms. Yeah, it's a dead short, because right now my meter is off by 5 ohms. If I touch my probes together, we have a reading of 4.7 ohms. Okay, that's what a 0 ohm looks like. On my meter, it's 4.7 ohms. Fluke, what can I say? I cannot manually calibrate it to go back to 0, but we have 4.7 ohms. It could be the probes also. I'm using different variations of the probes, but a 0 ohm is 4.7 ohms. Right now, if I measure the 1.8 volt line, Okay. I'm reading what? I'm reading under 0 ohms. Okay, 2.6 ohms on the 1.8 volt line. So what does that mean? I'm measuring the 1.8 volt line, and we have, it went down 1.5 ohms. That's, according to my multimeter, it's under 0 ohms. So it's a dead short. A short circuit on the 1.8 volt line is a death sentence. How can we tell? How do we know if the core is shorted out? We can do just a quick visual inspection on the core. I do not see anything obvious. That's one way to tell. Maybe you see a burn mark on the top, burn mark on the side. But right now, it doesn't really matter if we see anything or not. We have a short circuit measuring here. We can inject voltage. Maybe we can inject 1 volt. And if the core got hot, then it's a core issue. We can also remove the core or remove the inductor and measure from the top side. And we will know what measurements we have. Let me inject voltage and we can inspect this board under a thermal camera. Okay, so that's our core right here. Let's inject voltage at 1.8. And what is getting hot? Look at this, the core. The core is what got hot. Right here. That's our core. Rest in peace. No fix for the customer. And it's something for you to learn. So you do not spend a lot of time trying to troubleshoot the video card for those in the same type of business or doing this as a hobby. Anytime you have a short circuit on the 1.8 volt line, it's almost always a dead core, a dead card. And that's it. Unfortunately, no fix for the customer. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.
When the signal starts to fade away and the logic's gone astray,